with eggwoh.
Sir, please you need to stop. There are children. Please stop.
Eggwoh.
Bro, jeez, whatsoever.
Are you saying you're going sober?
You could call it
Sober
a dry
January?
January. You could call it a sober January. You could call it a Gansettless start to what's going to be the bleakest year of our lives.
Yeah, I mean, listen. It could be, it could not be. I cannot confirm or deny. Wait, so are you drinking a G right now?
No, that's a liquid death. This is my first
Oh, dude,
liquid
those are
death, dude. Are they good?
They're pretty good. I fuck with them.
I got the sparkling one. It's not bad. It's got a little pepper to it.
No flavor?
It's the Alps flavor. It's the straight from the Alps flavor.
Oh, so it's literally just carbonated water.
Yeah, but it's from the
Alrighty, yeah.
Alps. It's from the Alps.
Sure it is.
It's from the Alps.
From Epstein's Island.
Alpstein's Island, dude.
Alpstein's Island.
I can't. When did they drop the docs yesterday or the day before?
They're dropping them like daily. You keep
There's
dropping more.
The one I was reading was like 943 pages. I don't know how they could have more than that, but I guess.
Well, so the docs that they're dropping aren't, to my knowledge, like they're not full just flight logs. They might be additional flight logs, but I think they're also correspondence between individuals that were released from whatever fucking
non-court correspondence or like the depositions.
Like emails, I believe.
Oh,
like I think some of them, from at least the images I've seen, I believe they're like some emails between individuals that were flying on the plane that they've made public. But there are also a group of people that have requested that their name not be released on said flight logs.
Probably for nefarious reasons.
Why wouldn't they want people to see their names, dude? They're just going on vacation.
They just trying to cop a cheap eggwoh.
They're just poor, and they just poor Clintons with no money, kicking around the streets.
Who would have to be on that list for? I know this is a bit that somebody has to have done, but like, who would have to be on that list for you to be like what? That guy got invited to the party?
Oh, I don't. Well, I mean, Stephen Hawking already was like
Stephen Hawking's wild.
One of the wildest things.
But also like one of the most
chalkboard. The Stephen Hawking memes are so good.
Yeah, the memes are unbelievable.
The guy jumps out of the wheelchair, just fucking sprints away.
Dude, have you seen the fucking the Simpsons one? This one was actually kind of blew my mind of like him abducting Lisa as he's flying away.
Yeah, one of the comments ruined it or something. He was, I don't know, he wasn't kidnapping her, but the
Oh, I know it wasn't actually the intent, but it's still just fucking hilarious, you know?
It's pretty nuts how much the Simpsons has done that.
I tell you that the photographer that got laid off at the joint that I work for, his brother is a writer for Simpsons.
Really? Or
yeah, he's been like writing for him. No, he's still going. He's still doing it. Oh yeah.
Holy shit.
He's been writing, I think, for like 19 or 20 something years.
Who's this guy?
I'm still in touch with
father.
Yeah, your phone linging.
Come eggwoh. Yeah. Well, he needs to find out what kind of voodoo magic they're doing, where they're detecting the future.
Yeah, I'm curious. I don't know how they're doing it, but I have some suspicions that the Clintons are involved somehow, some way.
Can you ask him what the next GameStop pump is gonna be? I saw an old
he
coworker
said
today.
it's Duluth Blade and
Probably Duluth Blade Vroom, and that's it. whatever. I heard Pelosi was investing in something new. I know she bought Nvidia like a month ago.
I think she dumped it already.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is that like these, you can see these trades happening, but they're happening like 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, they just have like what's the policy for like Congress people?
I don't know. It's retarded because it doesn't really matter. They're gonna inside trade no matter what. They have to disclose their trades.
They do, but it's like there's a time frame.
And someone tell that granny to blow me.
Oh shit! That's that new dude. That's a new boy right there.
Who's the richest speaker and all?
Nancy Pelosi. Someone tell that granny to blow me.
Oh, okay.
How did you replace that, but you didn't hit?
Another day, another victory.
Dude, I thought about it. I was gonna put it in the. Yeah, she's fucking. Well, it'd be nice if you could see him happening. Obviously, it'd be nice if you could see it happening in real time, but that doesn't fucking. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what the exact.
I feel we have the technology for that to be able to happen, but I think it would just. Like people would literally just create, because like I think like those apps that people have where it's like Congress X, Y, and Z.
Their shit.
Yeah, but it's only based off like once it's reported, and I don't even know how once it's reported how it becomes public information. Like there's probably even lag time in between that.
And if they're trading like tons of money, it probably takes even longer time.
Yeah.
You know, it just takes them to move. But
I'll look it up.
She's my hero.
Nancy Pelosi. Someone tell Nancy Pelosi. Nancy Pelosi. Someone tell that granny to blow me.
You stop it. Her and her husband Paul Pelosi are making
45 days. That's what it was. Yeah. So
45. What?
Themselves or family members have within 45 days to report a. But I mean, but that's also that's like the law.
That's so long.
And there's plenty of people that just don't do that. Like there's a bunch of dudes that cover like congressmen that have placed trades with companies that fall under whatever chair position that they like oversee, and then they just like, oh yeah, I just kind of forgot. They're like, oh, I'm a little bit over my 45 days. It's like, what's the penalty? Like,
but even 45
clearly
days,
it's not
like,
jail. Clearly
nobody's gonna be able to ride that.
No, exactly. So it's like at that point, why even have it? 45 days for
because it's supposed to, like, even if you, well, the law is in place not so consumers can like copy trades. It's so that supposedly that the Congress is held accountable and shit, but obviously it doesn't.
How would they? Yeah, I mean, because
they're not supposed to be moving that amount of money, but they are. Their net.
I don't even know if it's
insane.
Yeah, I mean, is it based off of? I mean, I feel like even like any court would just be able to settle that. It's like, yeah, clearly inside trading. It's just a matter of like.
But they just never will.
They never will.
Because they'll be like, hey, you want some of this inside trading?
Yeah.
Take it out of court. Okay. We settled that at court with the judge.
Yeah, with fat stacks of NVIDIA inside trading tips.
My parents had MSNBC on again, and Pelosi's always.
Oh, nice.
She's on there all the time these days. I don't know. She's trying to drum up some Biden support, whatever the fuck. But my stepmom's always like, she looks great. What is she, 80? She looks great.
She looks awful,
her
dude.
Skin suit is not real.
Yeah, man. It looks like there's like an 18-year-old living in her skin.
She's 300 years. She looks great for 300 years old. That's just.
She doesn't have like a day over 375.
It's just the flesh mechanics working on her molecules.
Dude, it's pretty nuts.
Nancy Pelosi. Someone tell that granny to blow me.
As far as
bro, she's not even the Speaker of the House anymore.
No, but dude, MSNBC likes to just
I heard she was
chill in the past. The news has nothing to talk. They have so much stuff to talk about, but they're just like filling time. I don't know.
I heard she was going to try to rerun for Speaker of the House. Oh, now she's just a United States representative.
Why, dude? Just fucking retire. This is
Representative Nancy Pelosi, Speaker.
Nancy Pelosi, someone tell that granny to blow me.
It's really inappropriate. That is someone's mother.
That's someone's fucking grandmother, dude.
Yeah.
Maybe even great-great-grandmother at this rate.
How many kids does she have?
Does she have kids?
She's 83 years old.
Does Nancy
Retire.
Pelosi.
It's so fucking...
Oh, she's got a fat stack of
This
kids,
is
dude.
I don't know if I've talked about this with my theory, but this is why I think they're all lizard people who live forever. Because why would you keep working? Are you making so much money that like you can't stop?
I have a more like rooted in reality theory of just like people just, you know, getting used to being that involved in everybody else's life.
Yeah.
And like imagine I think of it as if you played a sport and you're sitting on the sidelines and you see your team starting to lose and you're like in your head you're like, I'm him.
You're saying
they're
Joe
losing because
Biden
I'm not in there.
The Tom Brady of the cabinet.
Either that or she's like, damn, my husband has been lacking on these trades. It was a whole lot easier to cop dubs when I was fucking Speaker of the House and taking regular trips to Taiwan.
That might be it, dude. You
Could
gotta
be.
take them
I
while
don't know.
Taiwan's still there. Who knows?
Yeah.
Could be China pretty soon.
One China.
We've been saying that for like 3 years, though. Longer than that.
Yeah, dude, I mean, how much of that is, like, propaganda? Like, you thought about that? Like, remember,
No
like,
idea.
the...
I mean, Russia did it to Ukraine finally, and then China, everybody started saying, oh, this means China's gonna fucking... Wait, wasn't that in, when did they invade Ukraine? 2022? Was it 22 now, already?
20... Yeah, I think it was 22.
Yeah, it's been 2 years. Barely.
Yeah.
Everybody thought that was gonna galvanize China to be like, don't come with eggwoh. Yeah. Taiwan.
Eggwoh?
I don't know, dude. One China.
Yeah.
2 states.
Yeah, I don't know.
3
Cause like I'm thinking back to like the conversation we all had screaming at each other at Rob's fire pit after like a lot of beers.
Each other.
Yeah, all screaming.
I was screaming when I spoke, but I didn't speak much because they were so fucking balls deep in that.
Yeah, but like I mean, I just think about like China being like, do we really want to fuck up the money right now? Because like, part of me thinks the war machine's just like, we need a new enemy. They're not really buying into, or maybe people still are buying into the Russia thing.
Or U.S.
China.
Their war machine.
No, our war machine.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. Like, as the days go on, and Taiwan is still, you know, independent. Like,
Chilling.
how much?
I don't hear anything about Taiwan. They're big chilling.
Yeah.
Good for them, dude. I hope they stay big chilling. We stand Taiwan.
Wasn't there just like also like a article put out like last week, something about like the president of China being like,
Yeah, that was a New York Times article. Yeah.
dude, and it's like, can I believe them? Like, I don't even know who I can believe anymore.
I think if they're writing,
Where did they come from? Did they get,
Eggwoh, I believe that.
Dude, did they get a pen pal letter? Like, how were they made privy of this? You know what I mean?
New York Times?
Yeah, dude.
They have guys. They got
Yeah,
guys in
sure they do, dude.
Taiwan. No, I don't know. Maybe, dude. That's a good question. I'm
Listen,
just
dude.
gonna start texting New York Times.
I know some
with shit,
Chinese
like,
dudes. I'm gonna hit Troy's unk up, dude. I bet he knows. I bet
he-
he knows more than fucking.
My girlfriend
saying.
said Thailand's thinking of invading China. What do you think about that, New York Times?
Ah.
My girl's on her shit today, by the way, so watch out. Because yours is probably coming up soon.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. The time.
Add down the hatches.
It's batting down the hatches, brother. I had to get out of there. She was on the warpath. I got up at like 5 to go volunteer, and then
You better watch out.
came back
Fucking
at like
War Machine doesn't
noon.
fucking grab her ass in the first round of the draft, dude.
Dude, I know. Well, you know her
Valuable asset.
Hopefully, well, we're not saying any names. Her roommate was who's also from Thailand. He's gay, but he married one of their American friends who has a boyfriend, but they married on paper for like documents, but it still takes forever to get a green card legally or whatever. So
Yeah.
they were gonna get a divorce because the taxes got all fucked up. But then
Yeah.
he started to go through with it, and he found out that like if they finalized the divorce, everything would come out in the wash, and he would probably get deported.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So they're just married now, and this
The
chick's
government's
boyfriend
like,
has to be
"Hey,
like,
yo."
my girlfriend's gay husband is coming.
That's fucking
It's
crazy.
like my wife's boyfriend.
Dude, taxes are nuts for people who get married. It's just like, it makes so much more sense if you're like married and have kids to just get a divorce and still live together. Like
I know,
tax
the
breaks
whole-
a single mother gets is bananas,
Oh my
man.
God.
The
I
system
mean, I want a
does not
like,
make sense.
the whole legal aspect of marriage. I don't really know the history of it, and like, I'd like to get married at some point, but just to have it fuck up, just to have it like have to think about a whole other set of like tax shits and like all that, just because you want to like call someone your wife legally.
Yeah.
Just weird.
It's crazy. It's like, why? Like, it feels like ass backwards land nowadays. Because like, I'm sure it was bad before, but I'm sure it's even worse now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, so being divorced is probably better, and like potentially being like, you're having a great time being unemployed. Like, I'm
not.
I'm missing out.
I'm
dude.
having a crisis, dude. No, listen, it's
Well,
always
that's maybe more of the, like, I
The
feel like
grass
your
couldn't
20s
be
though.
greener,
Like
my
the
buddy.
20s are coming to a close.
Yeah, I think that was it too, because I did have
You know,
I did have a meltdown
you're not
when I
you're not
realized
whatever
I'm almost
version
30.
of Yeah, dude, you're not whatever version of Ryan Gosling you thought you were going to be by this time.
Pick your Gosling, doesn't matter, you're not him.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, I'm gainfully employed, just got a fucking promotion, and I'm like, dude, I'm still not Ryan Gosling from Blade Runner 2049.
I know, and
Problematic.
the deeper you get into your 30s, the farther
The
you'll get
less
from
you
being him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's awful.
it's so bad, dude. If anything, you're gonna be Barbie Ryan Gosling.
I already feel like I am at work, man.
I have to be when I'm surrounded by females in the workplace, which is another
Yeah.
reason to get into trades, because you could just get to jerk dudes off all day.
True.
Did you get that thing oiled down?
Yeah, you're gonna be oiling a lot of stuff down.
Pipe fitters union,
Laying
iron
pipe,
workers union, plasterers union,
elevator union,
dude
cart things
union,
upstairs for people.
just dude union. I bet elevator work's so easy, dude.
Yeah.
You just clock in for an hour.
Yep,
Your
that's an
boss-
elevator.
Your boss is like,
Did you get that thing oiled down?
yep, clock out.
Looks good to
So
me.
easy, dude. $200 an hour.
So is an elevator like worker? Is that somebody who like inspects elevators or actually installs elevators?
I think they do both. I think it's maintenance and
Both of them?
installation. It's like I don't think it's a subset of like being an electrician, but it's like, I don't know. It's like
Electrician work's
it's the
probably
closest thing.
involved.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I know states, different states have different regulations on how they approve elevators.
Yeah.
However, seeing a building under construction and then they're just like an empty fucking void that falls through like 6 floors and they're like,
Oh, yeah,
this
just
is
like a
where
big
the
chimney.
elevator will be. It is the craziest fucking thing to be like, imagine installing one of those fucking things.
Oh yeah. Maybe that's why they
The
get paid
building's
so much, 'cause,
closed
like,
up.
it's
That's the
so-
crazy thing. It's
yeah.
like it's not like there's a hole in the ceiling. Like I don't know how the fuck they do that.
I know. How do they get the elevator in there? It's like I would have. Obviously, you do a shitload of schooling, so like you know what you're doing. But I'd be like, what if this thing fucking breaks? Like, what if I installed an elevator that fucking breaks down and kills a bunch of people?
Yeah. I mean, that's worst case scenario.
It's worst case scenario. You probably don't get charged.
Yeah, dude. I mean, bad day on the job
Where's the day?
of anybody else's life.
Yeah, dude, it's fine.
Oh shit, dude.
You just
Fucking nutty.
I mean, I don't know, because like, yeah, because at this point, we're starting to get to the point where we gotta like pick what's going on, what we're gonna do.
Yeah, that's the anxiety provoking part of like ending your 30s is like you're
Ending
like,
your
well,
20s.
I've clocked
Get it
in.
twisted.
Oh yeah, sorry, ending your 30s. Oh shit, dude. We got less than 5, my brother in Christ. Dude, I don't know. That's like the bigger like anxiety provoking part is just like, okay, did I choose the right thing? Am I happy? It's like most
Yeah,
people are
no.
like, nah, probably not. Like, is there time to fucking reshuffle the deck again?
Exactly. And people, but you will look back in like people who are like 10 years older than you will look at you and be like, why are you worried about this, you retard? You have so much time
Yeah.
to figure it out.
That's
kind of what
facts.
your 20s
Well,
is for. Just fuck everything up. Get a DUI,
yeah,
crash
just
your
try to
car,
figure it out. Move to Cali, move
miss
back.
out on the love of your life. Just completely let that one go. No big deal.
Dude, a fumble like that,
Homosexual
man.
rigmarole, man.
It's because you're a closeted
Fumble
gay.
like that.
It's because you're a closeted gay. Did I tell you my mom like low-key accused me of being gay?
Huh? Heterosexually.
Your stepmom accused you of
No,
being gay.
my real mom. No, dude.
Your
we were-
real mom?
Yeah, bro.
Wait, no.
Homosexual rigmarole, man.
Wait.
Because we were talking about.
When,
we were
when did this? Was this
basically-
a
it
couple
over
weeks
the
ago?
holidays. Yeah, we were talking about how fat
Sit
I
you
was.
down after meeting your girl.
She's
You're like, listen.
I can tell.
Yeah, she's fucking. Dude, my mom is just like a low-key psychopath. Like she's just like normal, and then she'll do stuff. My mom just like knows how to run like the ultimate psyops on people, and like make it
Probably
seem like
mostly
she's
on
trying to
you.
help them. Yeah, dude. It's like- no,
like,
I have
have
this
been
gay psyop. and I'm
grooming
like,
this
fuck, am I
fucking
actually-
idiot.
Homosexual rigmarole, man.
Wait, I gotta know more details. Like, explain
No,
the setting. Tell me a story.
no, that's the highlight of it. There's no story. We were just talking like,
Huh?
because obviously.
What do you
my-
mean there's
my
no
life's all
story?
fucked up.
There's just no story that leads up to...
Heterosexually.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
My
Fuck.
life's all fucked up, and we were just talking about it like the day
Your
after
life's
Christmas
fucked
or
up, and she's like,
something.
Are you gay?
Dude, we're talking about it. She's like, "What do you want to do? Like, you know, you need to get a job soon." I'm like, "I had a couple leads. They're gonna fall through, but you know, I want to see how they pan out." And then she talked about my girlfriend a little bit, and then like, because I'm a fat beer. She's like, "You're fat," and you know, you drink a lot of beer. And I was like,
Holy shit!
But guess what? So does Bob.
So,
but like,
Mom's just laying.
She's laying it down, dude. She's pipe fitters union.
Heterosexually. Did you get that thing oiled down?
I know. Just fucking. No.
She's like, "Are you oiling your thing down?"
Yeah. No, but it was so weird because she was like, she had just brought up my girlfriend or something, or I just told her like, yeah, I'm gonna like do dry January, figure it out. And then she was like, you know, I just like thought of something like, you know, this is just like, I don't know. There were a couple things you did when you were young that, you know, made me think, you know, might be interested in like boys.
Whoa!
I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, this just came to mind. Just like randomly came to mind. Whatever. It's like, why?
Holy
Why
shit, dude.
now, dude? I'm getting grilled about all the fucking shit.
It's
and
like
she's just
it's like came
Homosexual
and
rigmarole,
gone,
man.
and any questions she had was left in the past and just never brought it up
Yeah.
until she just
she's
grilling you.
never talked about this with me too.
That's
And
fucking
it's weird because I've never
hilarious.
brought. This is the first time I've brought a girl for the holidays. And the
She's
first
like-
time I bring a chick, she's like,
Homosexual rigmarole, man.
She's like,
Mom.
I am black. I am gay. I am disabled. I am a woman.
I'm living a new life.
dude, what?
Gay
Did she elaborate on?
No,
this is
dude.
baffling.
I just shut
to me.
it down, but then I like wish I had gotten her to elaborate because I was just like,
You're like, what did I
Why
do
the
to
fuck?
make you think?
but dude,
Like, yeah, you know, when you and your queer friends doing parkour.
I think she meant like
Hey,
real
Lisa,
young
what's
though. But
up?
then I was like, why? How young?
Really young.
She was like, yeah, when you were on
Oh,
Epstein's
shit.
Island, I was just worried you might be a little too into Jeffrey.
Yeah, that would do it.
You should have been
Holy
focused on
shit,
Ghislaine.
man.
Yeah, dude, so that's just like, I think that's what, you know, she's like an architect of destruction. She's like, if I just bring it up in passing, he'll shut it down, but then he'll think about it for like a week afterwards.
That's some real psychological warfare.
I'm like, Mom, Russia's already doing this. Widowy. Russia's widowy
doing this.
getting a psyop for the OG.
Another day, another victory for Wisa.
I can't be gay, dude, because I think Monica Lewinsky is a absolute piece. And
I mean,
as she gotten older, she's gotten
I don't
more,
know,
more
dude. You know,
peace-like.
now that I'm thinking about it,
And she's working with the heavies. Just
Troy
look up
did
Monica
gift
Lewinsky
you
right
that
now.
one game that one time and said he saw it and thought of you.
What if she saw that on my computer?
I think he might be right.
What if
Yeah,
she
what if
saw
your
that?
mom saw that?
She saw me jerking off to it.
What do you think your dad's response would be if he found out you were gay?
Are you in on this?
Homosexual rigmarole, man.
Dude, if I was gay, I don't know. I think my dad would just like keep watching MSNBC.
You're like, well, Rachel Maddow says gay people
So
are
much,
fantastic,
yeah.
so
I'm
I
gay,
love you more
Dad.
now, son.
He'd be like, oh.
And you got a fucking
some-
retard sitting next to you.
Dude, I don't know. There's something about a Puerto Rican Jewish guy that just like makes me think that he would just kick you out
No,
immediately.
you're dead right, because he doesn't talk to my
But
sister.
that's like old
partially for that
country
reason.
shit. Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, because she
Holy
came out as
shit.
poly and bi and got tattoos, and he was just like,
What the
"I've had
fuck
it."
is poly? I thought the
What do
tattoos
you
would
mean,
have
what is
trumped
poly,
anything.
dude?
What is poly?
If
Is
I
poly
told
like
him it'd be
open?
worse if I told him I love Trump. Which I
Oh
don't.
yeah, dude.
Just
You're
kidding.
absolutely getting kicked out. Aha.
What do you mean? What's poly? Polyamorous?
What is?
I
I
could
mean, I know
tell
what
you.
pansexual is.
You don't have to
Oh,
Google it. I
yeah.
could tell you.
Uh-huh.
Don't have to go through.
Okay, that's what I thought it was.
Homosexual
Multiple
rigmarole,
people.
man.
You're banging multiple people.
So just Saltburn.
Sure. I'm halfway through. Don't spoil it. I'm like 2/3 of the way through.
How do you start that movie and not finish it?
Because I had to go to something. My annual gay Bilderberg workshop meeting.
It's not Bilderberg.
I can't hear Bilderberg without thinking Build-A-Bear workshop. They're workshopping how to get you to eat bugs.
Oh god.
Right, just call it something else, dude. Just call it like the evil, dubious creature summit. Because that's all. Everybody knows what it is at this point. Same with the WEF. Everybody knows what you guys are trying to do.
What's the WEF?
Oh my god, dude! What the World
Economic Forum?
Yeah.
Knew that. Oh yeah. Okay.
Those are the own nothing and be happy guys.
Yeah.
I just wanna own a dog.
I for some reason was thinking the WWF, and I was like, I like pandas, dude.
The Bellator.
What's up
forum.
with pandas?
The UFC
Worldwide
Economic
Fund
Forum.
for Nature.
Is that what that is?
WWF, but they're missing an N in there. WWFN.
What does the N stand for?
Nature.
Oh.
Nancy Pelosi, someone tell that granny to blow me.
I was going through
Absolutely
Instagram.
stands for
Instagram these
Nancy.
days is just throwing anything at you. I thought of
Yeah, it's
Lewinsky
the
because
algorithm is
it's
getting
so
so
wacky.
much worse.
I
Yeah,
thought of,
it's going nuts.
Lewinsky because there was just randomly
That
a
was
post.
so nuts. Dude, you sent me that, and I was like, why the
Oh, yeah, I
fuck
sent
do I
it to you.
care about who this bitch is?
Yeah.
And then I was trying to look in the comments, and I was just confused, and then I looked at the profile name, and I was like,
It's
Monica
the actual Monica
Lewinsky.
Lewinsky. I was like, I didn't
Yeah, I
she
know,
still
dude. I was like,
existed.
I didn't know she was still alive, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it makes sense.
And every single this
Still
is like
some
last,
young.
This is like last episode's death videos. Now it's gonna be like Lewinsky lifestyle posts, which I don't know.
Yeah.
I fucks with more than death videos. She's hot. She's got big tits. Big titties.
Yeah, I mean, I'm up for something new. I'll take whatever's floating around there. Change it up.
I just don't get it. It was like in the middle of a doom scroll about like, I don't know. It might have been like Japanese carpentry, and then Lewinsky just pops up. She had a whole. She was 24. Imagine even being in the White House when you're 24, at all.
Yeah.
She came from a really wealthy, like LA family, and it's weird because it came full circle. She just ended up being like a low-key celebrity after she blew Clinton.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I think my mom was like, I don't think Monica Lewinsky actually did that for quite a bit, but I think she might have flipped her stance on that. Because I think at the time it was like, no, she didn't do it. She's doing it for clout.
Right. But
Some
I
people
can
thought that.
guarantee
And
you
now
that she did that.
everybody's like, oh, she for sure probably did.
Yeah, I've done about 5 minutes of research, and I guarantee you she did that.
Yeah,
She came out.
I'm
a
back
few years
around.
after that. Yeah, she came out a few years after that on like, some big talk show and said that when she was 18, she had been banging a married dude who was like 40 years old.
Holy
She
shit!
just said
so she
that,
was
like,
just
on
that
air, on
fucking
TV.
wild.
Yeah.
Damn.
So she's like, either she like really capitalized on it and spun it, because she started like writing fucking articles and shit, and like one of them was like shame and survival, like she got raped or something. But man, do you know the I can't remember the name of it. There's this like supposed machine that can look into the past Chronovision? No, that's a watch. Chronovisor? There's some weird thing. It's
I have
like
no
definitely
idea what
fake.
you're talking about.
Yeah, Chronovisor. It's supposedly an instrument that can look, like if you look at, like if you use it in an air, like say you used it at the site of the Battle of Waterloo, supposedly you would be able to see the battle through it. Yeah. And if I had it, I would go in the Oval Office and I would see Lewinsky going stupid style on Clinton.
You'd probably be seeing a lot more than just that. That was probably the most PG thing that probably occurred in that Oval Office, dude.
Yeah. I would
especially based off that dude who was getting fucking back shots in the whatever the lobbyist room.
You don't even need a chronovisor for that.
Yeah, I can watch that.
Dude, that's insane.
Real time.
I forgot about that. The fucking
crazy.
2-second collective conscious is just strikes again. Like, who were those guys? They were like members of Congress, right?
No, so one of the dudes I believe was the guy getting fucking railed. What ended up being a like intern, I think. Basically, he was like some college level kid, maybe just out of college, and he had been working, I think, at the White House for like I don't know, on a co-op or some shit for a bit. And but I mean, the dude smashing him, I think, was like an actual either congressman or lobbyists, something to do with
Senate
making laws.
Staffer.
Oh yeah, could have been.
Senate. What kind of staff?
I think the staffer was the dude that was getting smashed.
Okay.
I believe.
How'd they identify him? Had someone else?
I didn't look it too hard into that story. Yeah, dude, they were able to like from the video because like most of the videos that were published were all like blurred out and you could kind of just tell what was going on. But it wasn't even like they were like sneaking a quickie, dude. It was like
they were
full bare ass, dude.
They had taken everything off,
dude.
Yeah, that wasn't like dick through the zipper bang. That
atrocious, bro. That's atrocious behavior. Listen, I'll let a quickie being filmed go by. I don't even care. But you're getting ass naked in like
on the floor,
a public setting like that, dude. That is crazy. That's atrocious behavior.
Oh my God. Bro,
that's fucking so wild.
Nancy Pelosi, someone tell that granny to blow me.
It's gonna only get crazier if a Nancy and Paul sex tape comes out. That'd be so sick.
Oh, I bet if we train AI hard enough, it can make it in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I bet it could. Paul Pelosi's probably gay though.
Yeah, dude, they're probably all like the more I feel like is like being like leaked out these days, and the more like that they're just like throwing shit and just seeing how it sticks in the public. The more I'm like, dude, House of Cards is probably one of the most accurate TV shows. Dude, watch like the first 2-3 episodes. Like I didn't even get through the first season, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can absolutely see the direction that this show is going.
Yeah.
And it's just it's real life.
Is it like Senate?
It's so
is it
crazy.
Like scandal-ridden politicians?
No, it's more so just like working your way like how just because you're not the president doesn't mean you can have insane pull with just influence of people or like doing you know, your mom level psyops on people to like it's like you have like a mix between people who are actually trying to do something good and a mix of people who are just trying to get to the top with whatever means necessary, and they're just like punking the dudes that are trying to like trust people. It's like, oh, I want you in my cabinet. I like you doing all these favors for me. Oh, just kidding. I don't want you in my cabinet anymore. And then it's like retaliation for that, and
they want
scandals being put out to the public.
So bad. I don't blame them.
Yeah, and then it's like all the optics of like the media. It's fucking nuts, man.
It's like kind of catty, right? It's anytime I watch the whole politics thing. So,
yeah, it feels very like what's the word?
Backhanded,
I guess.
Yeah. It's like really, it's like immature. It is like a bunch of like overgrown kids, especially
like
in
passive
the last,
aggressive
like,
type of
10
shit.
years. Yeah. Oh, it's
Yeah, and you got to imagine like a dude like Trump coming through to the club and just like not respecting the unspoken rules. How like people would be like, "We got to get this motherfucker out the club."
Yeah, yeah, totally.
You know?
But then he did like abolish lobbyists, right? But then that kind of backfired, I think, and people on the inside
Trump
became or he got rid of lobbying or whatever, and then people on the he didn't abolish it, but then people on the inside, I think, started to like become lobbyists because I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah.
barring lobbying by former official. I did not even know that happened.
Do you think Mass is
I
going to
mean,
get
that would.
rid of him?
No, specifically because I know Maine was able to get rid of him. I think for a different reason. Like the way they were able to do it
wasn't the 14th Amendment thing.
I think it had to do with it, but it was
Which
like
is bullshit. But
yeah, I'm not entirely sure. More so, I'm laughing at the like the not the committee, but the organization or this. I don't even know if they're considered actually an organization that's attempting to do it. Is like their page is like free speech for Americans or something like that. It's like they're trying to get him kicked off the ballot. It's like, dude, the hypocrisy of like, do you not see how that doesn't make any sense?
I know. It has to be that so many people, like our parents, probably our parents, like the boomers, just watch their news channel, and then they don't do any research on it. They're like, oh, he started, okay, like Rachel Maddow said he started an insurrection. That's it. Get him out of there.
Yeah, it was like completely like optics based,
no
approach.
No one on MSNBC is showing that video of him being like, peacefully protest.
Don't rush into the Capitol. Yeah.
Shoot any troopers. Okay.
Yeah.
Nobody's MSNBC is definitely not showing the videos of the inside the Capitol building where it's just like a little Disneyland tour and the shamans just walking around with the fucking Capitol police.
Yeah.
It's so gay.
It's pretty nuts.
But it was your parents will. They're too old to like be like, oh, there's a different narrative, maybe. Let me check.
Yeah, it seems like at least. I mean, there's definitely two types of boomers. I think it's very hard to find a boomer that's like in the middle. That's like, well, I don't really know.
Yeah.
Like boomers at this point are either like
they're defined by thinking
red or
know.
They're either based off the like specific source that they are reading, and it's like it could be anything from like some dude with 1,000 followers that they're like that's the word of God, or
the first first post,
the most
like 50
or like the most biased fucking like known news outlet that just like.
Or just like
isn't
Hitler.
Reporting. Yeah, sure. Like, oh, dude, the fucking organization was Free Speech for People. That was the advocacy group that wants to remove Trump from the 2024 ballots. It's like, it's so fucking crazy.
That's so.
But yeah,
retarded. It's just like so backwards. It's so blatantly backwards, but everyone's just like, this is normal.
Dude, I mean, I've gotten played like this before, though. This is the thing,
too.
is like
the
name of an
the
account.
Whole pandemic.
No, dude, but even more than that, like I've gotten played like when I was like sophomore year in college. I got played by I was following some Facebook account that was literally just called Now This Election. Turned out to be like a far left account and I had no idea.
Isn't that?
And I was like, I couldn't fathom how anybody could be like supporting Trump or like anybody from the right, because this just would like paint them as just
yes, dude.
absolute buffoons.
This is what happened to me.
And then
This is what happened.
Yeah, it's crazy how like you can have an account that's like free speech.
People who would not watch anything but MSNBC, and I never watched the news. I didn't even think about politics before 2016, and especially before 2020. And then it was just like, okay, this is the only outlet I have, because nobody wants to go look up the news. Like, it's so fucking. But
yeah, like reading a journal article is pretty mundane.
I mean, some people do. That's some people's things, but like, you have to stay informed, I guess. But I'm also like, now,
dude, I mean,
real? How do you know?
Well, dude, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was bringing up the China thing. It's like, how do we know what like the New York Post is reporting on, that like China wants to take over Taiwan by the end of the year? Like, how do we know that that's not just a propaganda article?
Right. The same day that Lisa accused me of being a fag, she tried. She was like, "You want to come to?" She's like, "Are you boosted up?" I was like, "Nah, I don't really want to get. I don't really want to get the booster." She was like, "Oh, well, I'm going to CVS. If you should come with me and get it." I'm like, "I'm
you
gonna sit
want to
with
cop
this
a
one
boost?"
out. Yeah, dude, it's like going to McDonald's. It's insane. You
Dude,
just go to get a vaccine.
You want to cop a boost? Last week is crazy. That's so crazy.
Dude, so casual.
It's one thing getting
I
like,
told her,
it's
like,
one thing getting like.
Hat, dude. Now, like, that's not really my gig, you know. She's
Yeah.
like, okay.
She was like,
I thought she was based. I thought she was that's some
Homosexual rigmarole, man.
that shit away from me, man.
Huh?
Dude, yeah, I don't know. My mom was like pretty skeptical about it, like, to begin with, and now she like thinks she's like full Alex Jones train, where it's like she thinks if you got it, there's like an like absolute 100% probability you're gonna die early.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have kids because you're gonna spread it. Like, there's so much. And like, I don't know, there's people that are like, how to make sure your body gets regulated back to normal if you've been if you've received the vaccine. It's like, dude, what a retard. It's like, rub this point in your foot and swipe down on your leg and it'll drain. It's like, dude, what are we talking about?
She's doing like acupuncture and shit on the side to dispel the demons, essential oils, all that.
Yeah, dude, but that goes back to, like, they just find like a couple sources, or they do zero due diligence. They see a reel that somebody's like, this is how you do X, Y, or Z, and it's like it could just be not true at all.
Right.
And they're just like, yeah, that's real.
They never throw the fact checking shit on like.
No, dude, they don't
fucking like, you should put bleach
like
in your
that
coffee.
type of shit should
It
have a fact
cleans you
checker.
out. Yeah, Instagram's like, this is
so
fine.
stupid.
Put this out. It's it's funny because like the kind of boomer mom stuff that Alice is into is also like, it's kind of Eastern. It's like kind of Chinese, like I don't know what you call it, but like the pressure
like
points and all this shit.
Western versus Eastern medicine type of shit.
No, I'm saying it's funny because the vaccine is like China related. I don't know. This is a half-baked thought. I guess the vaccine's from the West. But it's for
I ain't picking up what you throw down.
And your mom's like, let's fight fire with fire, do a bunch of China stuff, touch my shin, and push really hard.
Eggwoh.
my chi is gonna center itself and eat an eggwoh. Feel better.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. Like, that whole time period, like, just broke a lot of like my family members either apart or just like broke them from the mental. And it was like mostly like the boomer gens, but like there was falling out between people who were like on opposite sides of the poles. They would, like, rather than be civilized human beings and be like, we have our differences. Let's maybe not bring this up. That would be like the only thing they would bring up. Like that was their common
inevitable.
Talking point.
It's
and
like that's what you have to talk about during the holidays now. Not for my family. We're just so boring. I wish we would fight more, but just don't talk about anything.
I don't know, dude. If Lisa's starting to sling out like gay allegations against you with like no context, that's
not getting the vaccine.
Hilarious. Meanwhile, my dad's like, Nikki Haley is our Lord and Savior, and I'm like, why do you think that? He's like,
I read the articles.
Like, okay.
Your dad must be drinking atrazine or something, dude.
He stopped smoking weed, and then he just like became like,
started having dreams again.
yeah, dude. He started having dreams about like his, I don't know, his time ticking, and he's like, well, shit. I mean, we need someone in office that's gonna make my money fucking right while I'm still here.
Yeah.
Fuck the rest of everybody else.
You're fucked, dude. And then you go to your mom's house, and she's like,
Did you get that thing oiled down?
gives you some lavender.
Yeah, dude. And she's just like rubbing lavender on like a bullet wound.
That'll kick it. Right.
I know which side's gonna win. Yeah, but like, because I only got like.
That's even like another side. Like think about a civil war and how complicated it would be.
Yeah, because you have.
There's no Confederate and Union, right? There's like the Union, and then there's like
you have the hard
at this
right
point
and
there's
the hard left, but you also have
a
lot.
But
of
you have
people like us who are just like, you guys are both being retarded.
Yeah, but like there's no like, I mean, I feel like I could see like the Dems forming their own side. I could see the the Nancy Pelosi believers. I don't even know if she's actually
Nancy Pelosi. Someone tell that granny to blow me.
That guy.
Yeah, exactly.
The guy who wrote that rap.
You're like Nikki Haley Hall. Well, it's like it doesn't feel as clean cut as like you have the Union and then the Confederates seceding from the Union.
No.
It's like there's so many other layers, and with like, I don't know.
It seems clean cut because so many people will condemn you for one thing. Like, I remember having people in college be like, "Are you a Joe Rogan guy?" And I'm like, "No, but what if I was?" Because they say it in a way like, "If you are, I'm not going to talk to you."
Yeah, right. I think even back like Go ahead. Sorry.
Well, no, I was listening to a couple of them, his episodes recently, because I was on some Alex Jones shit, and he's actually like I don't know how he got this whole right wing thing because because he's actually the most like Alex Jones goes insane, and Joe Rogan stops him, and he's like, okay, I believe you, but like, do you have a source for that? He's like, okay, that's an insane claim. Like, are you sure? Like, where did you read about that? He's like a moderator, which is like 100%. But he got tacked with this. Maybe not like it was an issue for people in like 2016. I don't know. I just remember being in college and girls were like, "You're fucking fascist," but I forget what he did. That just got him tacked with that.
I believe back in like earlier days of the pod, I think he was like technically 1990s liberal, which is now just a modern Republican.
Yeah.
It's like if you believe in any kind of masculinity, like you're not liberal. Yeah, maybe libertarian maybe is a better.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, I don't even know. I think well, libertarians like more liberal on social issues, but more Republican on or more conservative on like your government. So like smaller government, you know.
Oh, okay.
But like nowadays, I don't even know if because like where does the line stop with like libertarian? Because there's like liberal has like gone far past from what it was in like the early 2000s, where now you have like, you know, your tolerance to like pronouns versus like trans and like where you stand with like that being taught in schools or not, and like what age that's being exposed to kids and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like you look at like those elements and you're like, where does that fall into the libertarian like rule of thumb? Like probably wasn't even a question or as much of a question back in at least the early 2000s, but like is that now a part of libertarian point of views?
People, nobody knows how to deal with, except for the people who are so.
Hey yo, where did that?
I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
You just dropping.
Huh? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Bro, that's the Ryan Gosling we're all gonna
I realized
if Japan rises once again, dude.
I called that layer Ryan eggwoh.
Eggwoh.
Egg. Huh? I realized it was just sitting on my desktop, and I just looked at it, and I was like, "Oh, that's the Ryan Gosling." I'll show it for a second.
Oh. That's
that
my
right
Ryan Gosling.
Is the Ryan Gosling that I want to be?
I believe in Ryan Gosling's America.
I'm so glad this finally became a crossover because not enough people know about Kenshi.
Oh, is that what that's from? Oh yeah, 50,000
cats. The armor.
Oh
hat,
wow.
The rum. That's so Kenshi. I love that shit.
That's wild.
Kenshi's 2 is coming out. I don't know when it's coming out. It's a small studio, but they're developing it, dude.
That's not coming out for another 5 years,
5
bro.
years, yeah. The first one took like 12 years to make because it was like 2 guys.
Hey, since we randomly just hop topics,
yeah,
to video games,
yeah,
I had a thought.
Eggwoh.
I had a thought like a couple days ago that I wrote down about gaming as a whole, dude.
Thoughts now, dude.
No, but specifically for pod topics because when I wrote it down, I was like, this feels I was like, this feels profound, but it's probably not as profound as I thought.
Okay, what is it?
Are you familiar? I don't know how much like ancient art, ancient sculpture, or just ancient history that you have been exposed to or looked into.
Class once.
Was it like ancient?
Yeah, it was actually pretty sick.
It is sick.
Yeah.
It is absolutely sick.
It's crazy that people were making that shit that long ago. That's a whole.
Did you guys ever? Did you guys ever get into the like the breakdown of like as these like civilizations that were creating these crazy things, like what were key indicators through like art history that showcase that they were going to be a failing civilization?
No.
Okay, so this is something that we covered in a couple of our classes, and it was as objects would mostly sculptures or carvings, as carvings and sculptures would get larger in size with less detail, it would be key indicators that like a civilization was going to collapse. And it was like, sure enough, if you look at like, I can't remember what specific one, but there was like a giant like stone structure that was like built into a mountain, and it had, in comparison to like their predecessors, it was so lacking in detail, and like it was just large, and it was like these, I think it was like lions or something carved into like what the fuck you call them, like beams, basically like support beams outside the front of like an opening of a building.
Do you remember which civilization it was?
I don't. I wish I did, because we could pull up pics, but this was like a commonality. Like it wasn't just that specific civilization. But I had a thought about this because I was thinking about like AAA titles with video games and how they become like, you know, like you have a Bethesda being like, it's like, oh, 3 times the size, or 1,000 planets to go explore, and there's just like nothing to do.
Dude.
And it feels like we're on that trajectory in like
surface that you slip off.
But we're viewing it on a digital plane, and it's not physical sculptures. It's like, because like if you think about like a Skyrim versus a like Starfield, like there's arguably in a smaller world, much more detail and much more to do.
Yeah.
In a Skyrim world than there is in like a Starfield world.
God. And you're saying also as they get bigger too, right? As
feels like we're
bigger?
Right. So yeah, as the sculptures get bigger, they have less detail, and it's like a key indicator of a failing civilization or a civilization that's going to fail. It's like not going to make it past this, basically. And I was like having a thought that there's a potential that like we're seeing this either on a digital version or this is the beginning of it and it's going to get worse, but it's like I don't know. I'm sure there's some arguments to be had there, but like I don't know. I was thinking about it cuz like AAA titles having like the biggest budgets should theoretically be the most successful games in terms of like what they can produce as a final outcome. And every year for like, I don't know, probably at this point close to a decade, we've been seeing like almost a exponential curve of like games coming out that have had crazy marketing that are just the most boring games. They are maybe fun for like
the content's just plateauing.
It's there's no new ideas. Like all the good ideas are coming out of like smaller game devs, like studios, and it's like all these. So, I mean, I'm sure there's a contrary to it, but I don't know. I thought about it the other day, and I was like, holy shit, are we seeing, like, a micro-scaled, like, civilization downfall with, like... It's not large architecture, but it is digital architecture to a certain degree.
You are a genius. I didn't think you were capable of this kind of thinking. This is like, if you plotted out, like... Skyrim and how many things there were to do as like points, and then you plotted out like Starfield as how big it is and how many things there are to do as points. Like Skyrim would be smaller and more noisy, and Starfield would probably be bigger and smoother. There is also like art.
I don't even know how much smoother, to be completely honest.
I don't know, but there's also art that's like I think that's a valid argument for video games. Like the bean, all the big like sculptures that they put up in cities now, they're kind of just like.
Oh, that's a good point. Like contemporary like art is pretty abstract and lacks like real. Well, not all of it, but like most things that are being put in like industrial locations are all just like dog shit. Yeah. Like, oh, it's subjective. It's.
And now like minimalism is more prevalent than ever, and like we used to have like churches and like even in like America, just like the like brownstones and like the buildings they were building in Boston and New York, those were more intricate and detailed. But now they're like enormous skyscrapers that are just flat pieces of glass.
Yeah. They have zero personality. There's like nothing to them. They're not intricate. It's just like a worker ant just putting these motherfuckers up like one after the other.
Yeah, and a elevator guy just putting elevators in.
Yeah, dude, getting paid guap in the union.
Smooth elevators. Not even thinking about it because he's getting so much money.
Dude, have you ever seen or like read anything about the like the World Fair that the United States used to have in like the early 1900s?
I've heard that name.
It was like, it's like if you ever played BioShock Infinite, it's kind of like what the game's like lore is based off of, but it was like a real thing.
Yeah.
And I came across a video like maybe 2-3 weeks ago talking about like these buildings that used to be all over the United States that no longer exist. Like there's no traces of them there. These massive buildings, like basically made out of quartz and stone that were just like all lit on fire and destroyed for like, I guess, like people say that the buildings failed, but like they're like, dude, it was constructed out of quartz. Like how do you burn quartz? And so like there's like some conspiratorial shit going around about it, but like look up, I think it's like the 1912 World Fair, maybe.
I'm seeing 1964 That was New York.
No, dude,
though.
it was.
Was it earlier than that?
Yeah, let me find where this is. There's a fucking nutso picture.
Did they?
1919 is one of them.
Did they?
Festival
they did it
Hall.
like multiple times a year in different countries.
They did it in different countries. There was one. I want to say there was one in Chicago.
Yeah, there's one in 15
Dude, like
in Chicago.
peep this fucking link. Like, scroll down to the bottom of the images. These aren't. These are old photographs taken of places that, like, some of these were in the United States.
Yeah.
And they're baffling construction, and there's no traces of these anymore.
Holy
It's bananas as to, like, why.
Yeah, I was gonna say
some people were like going like
shit.
the Nikola Tesla route of, like, their, like, design was, I don't know if you want to get real tinfoil hat, like, quartz, I don't know, allows, like, for free energy or some shit like that, because, like, I don't know. There was some people, like, bugging out about that stuff, but I don't know how much validity that holds. But, like, supposedly the main reason that most of these got taken down was the materials they were made could, like, create, I guess, free energy, like Nikola Tesla was trying to, like, just like energy that's conducted through the air.
Wild.
That's currently the conspiracy theory, but I don't know.
Wait, hang on. I mean, that isn't he? He's probably wrapped up in some conspiracies. Tesla. I could see.
Oh,
that
for sure,
becoming
dude.
a thing.
He's a deep rabbit hole. He was, like, obsessed with the Fibonacci sequence, and then also he was, like, obsessed with the pyramids and like and conducting, like.
Yeah. So this is in San Francisco. I just read. It looks like a different country. It looks like it's in, like, Turkey or something.
Dude, yeah, it doesn't even look like it would be in the United States, and there's no trace of it.
What? That's insane.
I want to say I want to say it was Chicago, or maybe it was somewhere in Ohio, somewhere around that area. They had constructed the largest building ever created. And while they were constructing it, they were having, like, issues of it being so big they didn't have supports that could be able to hold it.
Yeah.
And there's an image of everybody packed in there while somebody is presenting, and it is bananas how big this fucking building is.
Yeah. That's madness. It literally looks like the Taj Mahal in San Francisco.
Yeah, 100%.
I had no idea about this. Yeah, I wonder.
Yeah, that's a wild rabbit hole to go down.
I wonder what
probably a steel structure.
Probably Applebee's and Walmart. And I'm gonna get another seltzer water.
You get another beverage. So I came across a Tim Pool video, and normally I'd probably rather watch an hour and a half of MSNBC than listen to Tim Pool, because that dude is so cringe these days. I think he used to be better, in my opinion. But
is that the guy that wears the weird glasses? No.
Nah, he's the dude that looks like me with a beanie on.
Yeah. Oh my God, he has a atrocious hairline though. I mean, he's bald.
I mean, same, brother.
No, he's, like, fucked up.
I have never seen him without.
Yeah, don't.
Dude, he's got. It's not even him. It's the dudes he's got on his show that make his fucking show so bad. But he did a solo fucking rip talking about, I guess, current events. Texas has now has had enough votes in order to technically, like, apply to secede from the United States.
Who has?
Texas, the state of Texas,
dude,
has apparently, like, achieved enough votes to become their own sovereign nation.
Really?
And the people that are people that are backing it are, like, literally saying they're like, we can surpass the United States GDP within 5 years of us being our own sovereign nation.
They probably could if they just took Texas out.
I believe it. Yeah, if they just took Texas out.
California and New York are pretty crazy, but I don't know. Texas got all that oil, brother.
Yeah, well, that's what they're saying is like without any like regulations on like oil drilling and shit like that, and being able to establish your own currency, like
machine.
Exactly, man.
They probably have more military bases than like any other state.
I mean, what are the guns per capita have to be nutso in Texas? It's just based off the sheer size.
Yeah, they would be fine, dude. They would be fine.
But the added part of that was like people are I guess the prediction is like there's no way they would be able to secede within like a year. Like there's just like they'll probably never be able to secede because there would probably be a war over it.
Yeah.
But
if they did,
there would be an issue with, I guess, the like electoral college that would like negate the like 2024 election from occurring because like.
So what? But that's not their problem. That's the whole point.
Well, I mean, it would become a U.S. a United States problem if they became their own sovereign nation. Like, Texas they would have to like reassess how much. Yeah, you'd have to figure out like, okay, you just need to like remove the potential of Texas being involved in the
House of Representatives. Don't
but that
ass up there.
That's like the tinfoil hat thing of like a lot of people have been predicting that the 2024 election just isn't going to happen. And it's going to be like a Zelensky type shit of like, oh no, we can't have a new leader.
Yeah.
And like that was like a thing that was brought up that I was like, that's interesting.
People are saying this is going to be the big one. But like, they kind of always say that. But also...
Yeah, they said that like 99 to 2000. They said that with fucking 2012 with the Mayan calendar, and everybody was like, I feel like something's going to happen. It's like, yeah, dude, that feeling is called anxiety.
Yeah, you're just fucking bored. You just don't want to go to work again and go through all
homosexual rigmarole, man.
Every day, dude. Every fucking day. This does seem like unprecedented circumstances. But I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just in times of like, I feel like blatant corruption that's just like out there. It just seems like a really wild time to
everyone
be alive.
Yeah. It's just like the slowest apocalypse ever. Like they could never make a movie about this apocalypse because it's so fucking boring.
Yeah,
it's like
it'd be so lame.
I still have to go to work. What do you mean?
Yeah, dude, it's not like The Road where it's like that was a slow-paced story.
It's not even like the fucking Leave This World Behind.
No, I mean that one's just uneventful. Like it feels like nothing happens in that movie.
I know.
I don't know. That's just me.
Too. Did you?
Yeah, I like the middle, but like when you like watch half of it and then you watch the good half, and then the second half of the movie is literally just like there's nothing happening. And dude, and like the thing that irked me the most was the ending. Is like the ending of the movie was not their sole purpose until 10 minutes before the end of the movie. The bunker. Yeah, it's like the last 10 minutes of the movie was like they find out that their neighbor has the bunker. The other girl has the subplot of like just trying to finish Friends, and then stumbling across the bunker because the animals were like, "There's a bunker there," and then them being like, "We have to go check out that house. There's probably a bunker there." The bunker is among us. Another day.
Friends DVD is
another W.
Could finish the whole Friends season. Just get in the bunker. That's how they're gonna get people in, dude. The rest. Wait. Yeah, with autism, like another
Maybe, W for the OG,
Maybe.
or we
if that
talking
guy told me to get
the
into
full
a bunker,
season
I
of
would get
Friends?
in a bunker. They'll put like the Real Housewives of fucking Broward County on the fucking like a goddamn.
Dude, if you put the whole story that's currently out of Yellowstone, you know how many absolute clowns would just dive into a bunker?
I would. Didn't they do that?
I wouldn't.
They made they released. I didn't even know they did this like 2 years ago. Maybe I did. They released like the 2 prequels. I don't know if you've seen them yet.
Yeah, they did the. I didn't see him. I didn't even finish Yellowstone. I was just like.
But I heard 1882.
Death is
really
insufferable.
Good. I heard 1882 was really good, or 1883.
Is that the second?
That's the oldest
prequel.
One. Yeah. The first one was like 1923, I think.
Yeah, I think that one looked alright. Wasn't Harrison Ford in one of those?
Somebody like that. Wasn't Steve Buscemi in one of those? Not 1993, you idiot.
No, dude, that was Boardwalk Empire.
I know. What was I thinking about Boardwalk Empire?
Dude, Steve Buscemi. Did he die?
Harrison Ford is in one of those. Yeah, he's in 1923. Good job.
Okay,
Did
yeah,
Steve
I remember seeing
Buscemi
him.
Die? What are you talking about?
Oh no, it was
No, he was just on that
the other
Epstein
guy.
logs.
No,
Buscemi
was.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, dude, they got crazy eyes Steve fucking on there.
Crazy eyes. Of all the guys, you know what, that guy, because he looks like a guy who would do that shit, but he doesn't seem like it as a guy, if that makes sense.
Yeah, dude, for sure. He looks like the utmost.
Steve Buscemi.
For sure.
Another.
Dude, I have his role when he played Crazy Eyes in Mr. Deed, and you're just doing that voice. It's just wild.
Another round trip ticket to Widow St.
Epstein's
James.
Island.
For the OG.
Nah, bro, you gotta put some respect on that dude's
Buscemi's
name, man.
I
Steve
love
Buscemi was...
Buscemi.
Dude, yeah,
That's why
but
I'm saying he's not
a
a pedophile.
hero, brother. He's a hero.
Why is he a hero? Is he like a firefighter?
Yeah.
Why is he a hero?
Are you gaslighting me?
What did he do?
He when he was when 9/11 happened, homie strolled up to the scene and pulled motherfuckers out the wreckage, dude, for like 2 or 3 days or something. This guy's hard as fuck.
He was an actual firefighter. Did I know that?
He was. Yeah. You must have known that.
I must have known that. I
Dude,
said that as a joke.
The beer has shaved down memories.
I can feel
the beer is
places where my brain is missing. My brain.
Yeah. No, yeah, dude. That guy was initially, well, I think he was doing like acting, trying to get into the acting game. He was a volunteer firefighter, and during 9/11, he went down to, or maybe he was already in NYC, but he went over there, and I think he got linked up with his old firehouse.
Yeah.
And he fucking just.
Yeah, he volunteered. Dude. Wow. Damn.
Yeah, he fucking
12-hour shifts
went in
for
hard.
A week, just rubbling. Damn,
yeah,
he is a hero.
He's a fucking unreal. Dude.
How many Clintons did you see pulling people out of the wreckage?
True.
How many Stephen Hawkings did you see? They thought I was Stephen Wallace.
I want to go to the island.
Yeah.
Stephen.
Take me to Area 51.
No, what's it called?
Take me to Ground Zero. I'm going to hook them up and pull them out of the rubble.
Have you seen David Blaine's been getting fucking...
David Blaine? I thought it was David Copperfield.
Oh shit, dude! Was it David Copperfield? No,
It was both.
No, it's
fuck it. Both.
Wait, no, it was David Copperfield, not David Blaine. Dude, I thought that's even funnier. Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. I mean, you look at David Copperfield and you're like, yeah, of course this guy's smashing underage. This guy looks like a fucking vampire.
The way
dude.
he always looks at you from under his brow. That's how you look at an 11-year-old.
He's sneaking out. He's always hiding.
David Copperfield. He tried to
Dude,
cop
this guy
a
actually-
feel on some 12-year-olds. Can I have him with a massage?
Huh? Did you get that thing oiled down?
Ghislaine Maxwell.
Off the field.
I would kill myself if I had to spend 5 minutes with Ghislaine Maxwell. Her whole job was just
Dude, she
walk.
kind of bad,
Did you get that
dude.
thing oiled down?
Oh yeah, true. Dude, she kind of hot though.
Hey,
I'm not
Virginia,
gonna lie.
whatever her name is.
Did you get that thing oiled
Maybe
down?
when she was younger, dude.
Yeah, when she was younger, she was kind of actually bad.
I don't think so, dude. She also fell off. Meanwhile, Lewinsky got even badder. Oh, she just looks like a classic 90s British lady. Maybe there's one or two.
I don't know, man. I saw an interview Tuck did with Epstein's brother, and they were showing some like old pics of her, and I was like, damn, she's a lot more attractive than I thought she was. I don't know.
That sucks, dude. I don't know.
You know what, dude? Now that I'm looking
Team
at her,
Lewinsky.
she weirdly kind of looks like your mom a little
No, don't say that,
bit. Hey, what was Lisa doing between 2005 and 2020?
Taking me. I remember vacation somewhere down there.
You know what, dude? Now that you mention it, I've never seen Bob with a shaved face.
Neither have I. Probably Epstein.
He's gray like that too. Shit, man.
Ah, shit.
You're the product of something awful.
I'm the Stepstein brother. I looked up Epstein brother, and Epstein brothers carpet came up in West Hartford, Connecticut.
Dude, I highly recommend listening to that
You're gonna have to
motherfucker's
change that.
interview. Dude,
Sounds
it's like that
interesting.
fucking ISIS Toyota fucking bit that Shane Gillis did. Associated
We're here with the
with
Epstein brother.
Abdul Ed
Not the pedophile.
That was like a big thing that he was like, oh, I haven't talked to Jeff in 7 years, but or I haven't seen him in 7 years. We would live different lives.
That's kind of what.
Hear about that?
That's kind of what Ghislaine Maxwell's deposition was like. It was just like going in circles. It was the most autistic thing I've read, because she's just like, the deposition is asking her basically like, did you have sex with Epstein? Did Epstein bang up little girls? Did you bang little girls? Like, all that shit. And they're just like, the whole time she's like, either like, I refuse to answer, or answers a different question, and her lawyer objects to every single thing the deposition says, and then she's like, I've been instructed not to answer by my lawyer. It's just going in
she
circles.
just pleads the fifth. Yeah, the whole time.
It's retarded. There's parts where they actually plead, they just say fifth in the deposition, like in the court logs. They just don't answer. How do you deal with that?
I mean, it's tough to make a case. Like, I don't know how they actually come to a decision on something like that.
Yeah.
With every, I guess it depends on like, is that decided by a jury? Is it decided by a judge?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a jury's like, I feel like easier to like try to sell yourself as somebody who's not, because you're like trying to appeal to like an emotional anchor, versus like a judge, it's like literally putting points up on the board, and the judge, based off like the score given, has to make a decision.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is the most like retarded part about the justice system. So like in terms of that, where you're just pleading the fifth, it's like you don't really have, if it's a judge deciding, it's like you don't have any points on the board.
Mm.
So it's like the evidence, I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird. She's and I, when I started looking into it, I either forgot or just never found out that she was convicted of child sex trafficking. Because they did that whole thing
that was it,
during the Amber Heard trial. So that was literally just like their cover up for the Maxwell trial.
That's very weird.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was happening in tandem with that.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it just started. I didn't know they did the
similar.
full deposition or started it.
The deposition was like back in the deposition itself I think was back in like 2016, but while the trial was going on, everyone was consuming it. Some people were like Maxwell's getting convicted, right? Like this is supposedly why they're making this whole Amber Heard trial thing a big thing right now.
Oh. I had no fucking clue.
Who knows, man? April to June 2022. 1 sec.
Yeah, from my understanding, I thought that was like the only thing they got her on was just like trafficking for Epstein.
Child sex trafficking. Does say other offenses, but yeah.
Such a weird fucking thing.
So strange. So she's just like in prison now, I guess.
Yeah.
Watch her commit suicide while the guard's falling asleep.
Dude, yeah, dude. I've the fucking the Tuck interview with his brother. I mean, he doesn't really talk too much about Ghislaine or however the fuck you say her name. But the brother talking about like how little evidence he was like. There was so much about that dude's murder that like I just didn't know until hearing that dude talk.
Yeah.
Like they had a picture of the bedroom of like when they found it. I think was one of the images they showed, and it was
prison?
like
or on his island.
Yeah, no, in prison of like after
he died.
the body was removed.
Mm-hmm.
And bro, like if you don't think a struggle occurred in that room, like there was a bunk bed, and there was the mattress on the top bunk was completely removed and thrown up against the door. Basically, it literally looked like an entire. Oh, you looked it up?
That's insane. It looks
How
like
can you tell me that doesn't? What fucking suicide ever looks like that? That's just first and foremost. Second portion was like, I guess it was a 60-minute thing that happened of some dude who's done specifically incarceration suicides, and he's like I've done over like 3. No, he might even said 1,000.
Yeah.
I can't remember how many, but this dude was like had done at least over 100. And he was like, I've never seen these bones being broke from a hanging suicide.
Right.
And his brother was like breaking it down too, talking about how all the images like post-mortem were taken with him not in the clothing that he died in, which is like really bizarre. He was in like a hospital gown.
Yeah.
So somebody stripped him after he was strangled, put a gurney on him like he might have still been alive, and then like removed him from the scene. So initially he was like, it was like almost like trying to set up like he might have not have been dead, but he died like while we were trying to give him medical attention type of shit. But it was like those two things. Dude. I was like, I didn't even think about like why. Like you would never remove the clothing until like. And like you would never remove the body
scene.
Yeah, I think even like a suicide of that caliber, like I don't think you would remove the body until there was like a full investigation.
Yeah. There's just fucking the top mattresses on the floor. There's blankets strewn all over the place.
Yeah.
They didn't even like
in the area that
like a suicide.
Yeah. The area that he had the area he on his neck that were like showed signs of him hanging weren't actually like the location that the it would have been if he hung himself. It was like too low on the neck type of thing. And then also like his body, I guess like if you hang yourself, your body has a tendency to like have your blood rush to your extremities as they like hang down.
Yeah.
And like his feet weren't like engorged with blood. It was like none of that occurred.
Damn,
so it's
bro.
just like, dude, it's like stacks on top of each other.
Fucking wild, dude. So blatant. They just don't care anymore. They're getting so sloppy with everything.
That's what I think the removing from the ballot shit is. I think they were just like doing like a live sample testing and being like, what's the public reaction going to be if we just take Trumby off the fucking list? And then people were like, isn't that rigging elections? Like even people who were like, I'm not voting for him, but like, isn't that a rigging elections?
Yeah, dude. That's 14th Amendment fucking... It's not even convicted of anything.
Yeah, pretty
damn,
wild.
We didn't even talk about New Bedford, because that's where the first time I heard about it in Massachusetts. The New Bedford Guide. New Bedford Guide's going crazy. Bedford Guide's going...
Oh, yeah. That's the first I heard it, too. Yeah. It's wild to see the difference between... Because they have a big Facebook following, and they also have, I guess, a decent chunked Instagram following. And the comments... The difference between comments on IG and Facebook are wild.
Yeah, I bet, dude. Is Facebook like a bunch of boomers, or is it just...
Yeah,
like...
it's a bunch of, like, hard-right boomers.
Yeah, yeah.
And just, like... emotionally just like fucking charged, like screaming like communism in the or like dictatorship in the comments, and then like
a lot of exclamation
and then Instagram's like, good, get him off it, I don't want to see him on there. And then somebody will be like, that's literal communism, and then they would respond back and be like, no. It's like, okay.
It's like kind of split on Instagram, which I was surprised, but it kind of makes sense for Massachusetts. Yeah, New Bedford guys, they're like probing people. They're like, because they had the UFO thing. They're not like an official news outlet, right? But it's... Do they have a print?
They might as well be. No, but the print's pretty dead. Like the Standard Times is like also super dying. Like I think they ended up having maybe they're still there.
But I'm curious if they ever had one. Like if they started a print thing, or if they're just an Instagram page.
No, I think they just started off as a Facebook page of like people who like wanted to throw up images from around the area every now and then. They'd give like updates about what's going around the town, but
well, it has strayed from its core tenets.
I don't know, bro.
It's stuff like that, and then it tried me with that UFO video, which has nothing to do with anything. Like a UFO video.
What was the UFO video?
I think I couldn't even see anything. It was like 3 lights or something floating in the sky above some shit.
Like just a drone or some shit.
Just some Portuguese filming on his fucking green bubble phone. And then what was the other one I saw that was kind of crazy? Oh, the Jew Belong billboards. Those are all over Boston, but
that was wild.
It's hilarious that they put it up in Fall River, and then New Bedford guy took a picture of that, and they're like, "What do you guys think?"
Dude, it's like some dude driving on his commute to work, being like, "I can change." This whole thing,
bro. Fall
it's
River.
Up to me to make the change. Dude.
People in Fall River are trying to figure out where their next Newport's coming from. They don't give a fuck about anything up there.
They're wondering if they can fucking give away their Section 8 housing to
Is
buy
Israel
a
gonna
fucking endless
settle
supply.
my project?
Yeah.
And then I just scrolled through it today. The rest of it is like crimes or like horrible car crashes. For some reason, there's so many pictures of horrendous car accidents. So fucked
they're,
up.
they're not they're not only just in New Bedford though. Like they're just all around the area. I don't know why they, but I think they post it for like traffic purposes.
Yeah, it's like it's all like the South Coast and stuff.
There's a stupendous amount of fucking car accidents on that page.
And I'm looking at it now. I saw one or two, but there'll be like a random picture of just someone, and it's like either one. The first one was like this dude was in a car accident and he's in a coma. The other one was like he was the sole occupant of a vehicle. He died. There's a triple funeral that will be held for Somerset crash. Dude, it's so dark. It's like, what the fuck? It's a New Bedford guy just posting portraits of people.
Yeah, dude.
Like, these people
just an
died.
obituary at this point.
They're just Googling like
it's either
worst ways people have died in Massachusetts this week. It's so fucked.
Holy shit, bro. That's fucking nuts. Yeah, I mean their page. Every now and then I'm just like I'm gonna unfollow them because they just post the most like who fucking not to say who fucking cares because like with people who die in car accidents, yeah, that sucks.
It's just like why?
Yeah, like why are we making this so public? Like
it used to be a lot of.
I doubt the family wants that to be that public. Like there's no way.
They have stretches of like kind of nice like stuff that your parents would post on Facebook, like just like pictures of like the water and like lighthouses, and then it's like Colorado removed Trump from the ballot. 3 people died in a car accident.
And people are stealing your Amazon packages late at night. Yeah. Watch out for these hooligans in hoodies that are trying to break into your car. It's like, yeah, dude, it's a low-income city. What the fuck else do you think they do?
Yeah, I watched one today about this dude robbing a grandma in the Market Basket parking lot.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking
it's wild.
Dude, New Bedford, Fall River, Pawtucket, Central Falls, dude, North Kingstown. It's like, they're not great areas. What do you think happens in bad areas?
I think your mom might run that page. Wouldn't be surprised.
You know what really fucked me up? Off topic. I found out that Pawtucket used to actually be a city in fucking Massachusetts.
That is
fucked
weird.
Up.
Why?
And then Rhode Island was like, aha. Let me take that piece of shit off your hands. Or maybe it was a great place to live, and then Rhode Island was like, aha.
It's actually probably that's what happened. Rhode Island got his grubby little Newport.
Listen, dude,
stained
all I'm saying is if Texas secedes, we lose a star off the flag. We might as well lose 2. We fucking absolve the good. Massachusetts absolves the good parts of Rhodey. Connecticut can get all the bad parts. They'll get more land.
With that.
Dude, you know, it's a power move, you know?
They'll just have like an island in the middle of Massachusetts that's like Central Falls, Pawtucket, Providence.
No. They get everything east. They get everything east of like the fucking, I don't know, Bristol.
Okay.
Not Jamestown.
We get to keep like Little Compton and Newport, right? We gotta have.
Yeah. We get Tiverton, Newport, Bristol, Jamestown, Portsmouth. I think is in there. Like all the nice areas. No. That's what we have. Dude, listen. It's gonna be a Connecticut thing, dude. It's a deal, dude. We can't win them all, man. Dude, listen. Connecticut gets everything else, dude. Everything west of fucking Jamestown, they get it. So they get Narragansett. They can keep it, dude. Have you been to Narragansett? It's just okay.
No,
it's a
dude,
beach with some like decent places to eat, man.
Yeah, so why give it to them?
Oh, dude, why isn't the Narragansett Brewery there anymore?
I know.
Because they don't even want to fucking be there. Like,
damn, that's true.
All right,
can we
let's
keep
go
just,
to Portsmouth,
can we just keep the brewery part? Can we keep the brewery part of Providence?
I say we cut them a deal and we bring the brewery to like the bussin' parts of Newport or something. Like,
yeah,
we put them in the shopping districts. Yeah,
I actually like that better.
There's like that weird crab joint that's like in the middle of like one of those like main streets. It's like right on the water, dude. Kick those, evict those motherfuckers out of there.
Who needs them?
Gansett Brewery goes in there.
Fuck.
Beautiful ocean view.
That would
I'm
complete
telling you,
Newport. That's what Newport's missing.
it is what they're missing. They're missing a bussin' brewery that's like the staple of the state.
Fuck. Business idea?
Gansett's just bogging, dude. I mean,
Business idea? Ha.
if they oh shit, you trying to say we should start a beer company?
Just to put it in Newport. The rent would be insane, but fuck it. People will pay. I don't know. I don't know if it's the right crowd though. Like they might be too fancy for beer.
Nah, dude, I don't know. These days I feel like all the younger crowds are rushing in there.
And all the people who work there who can't afford to live there need somewhere to get blacked out after work so they can drive their car back to.
Not only that, but like I'll raise you. People that rich probably need something to like complain about, so we might as well put a brewery there so they can be like, oh my god, like
they have nothing to complain about right now.
Yeah, dude, they're living life, you know.
There's no Newport guide.
In beautiful mansions.
Nobody's
on the water.
robbing the Rockefellers in the parking lot. Dude.
Yeah, dude. I think we went to last winter. We went to the Rockefellers mansion that they had.
Yeah.
Pretty Rockefellers.
That was
dude,
it was the Van Nutsacks in Newport.
Kyle Van Noy's family.
No, in Newport.
Yeah,
the Vanderbilts.
I don't remember.
Vanderbilts.
Yeah, that's who it was.
Same
Railroad motherfuckers. Yeah.
Same shit.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You didn't have any new clips, did you?
I did, but they were all. I haven't reviewed them in quite a while, so I mean, I was dumping them in.
Oh, you got a lot.
Yeah, I don't even know if they're worth looking at. I think we probably covered most of the topics of interesting shit, but take a quick look.
This could be a clip free. We can smack a little clip up on the end. Just for funsies in post.
Oh, dude, I mean, this is just stupid. Wait, were you the one who fucking the thing exploding on the guy's fucking deck? I forgot about that one.
What?
Where did I put that in there?
Did you get that thing oiled down?
The guy who's having a bonfire, and then all of a sudden something just the thing he's having a bonfire and just explodes and lights his table on fire.
No, wait. Pull it up.
No? Okay, hold on. This wasn't you?
Oh yeah, it was.
I thought so. But he just trying to enjoy a nice evening and just gets fucked. Awful. Like, what the fuck? Oh my god!
That's gonna be the UK, right? That's
gotta be. I mean, that kind of architecture in claustrophobic backyards can only exist in the UK.
Bro, what is he doing? He's like...
It's like a weird reaction I have when something explodes. Is he sleeping?
It's like a
he must be sleeping.
Yeah, maybe. He looks like someone's grandpa.
Oh, dude, if that guy fought in any war, man, that guy's having the utmost flashbacks. That's so crazy.
He's having France flashbacks.
Oh man.
Fuck, that's
really the only these three we're not gonna watch because they're just, as you can tell.
Yeah.
We don't need to go into any more
Haley
of that.
was
But
being
this
a real fucking smooth brain on that one.
I don't even remember what it was. I just remember it being like, that is the stupidest logic I've ever heard.
Oh,
like that was the Putin's birthday one, wasn't it?
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
She did like 5
Hamas
minutes.
Yeah. That's a wish doctor surgeon right there. I don't know what this one was, but this is the one that this is just weird. I don't know what even I was trying to like pull up some of the comments because I was just like I don't even understand what's happening, but people were like, "This is how the Maui fires started." I thought it was an interesting video, to say the least.
Mm-hmm. Right. It's like, what is that?
I don't know.
Some people are saying it's like, what do you call it?
Yeah, this dude's saying it's a no. Well, I don't know. I don't want to like that. Direct energy weapons.
They already got our ass. If we're talking about the Epstein thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
I mean,
so
I just thought it was a weird ass clip.
Yeah,
I don't know any
couldn't figure out
context.
what it was. It's also the worst, like, formatted thing I've ever seen. There's like,
yeah, I don't understand why there's like
overlapping
4
images,
stacked.
and the main image
Yeah, it's
doesn't
very
show
weird.
anything. It's I immediately thought of the Maui fire, but I don't know if they mentioned like where that was, and if anything actually happened.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I think the direct energy shit is like a little fucking too far for my blood.
Yeah,
I don't doubt that we probably don't have, like, we probably have tech that could do some shit like this, but like,
yeah.
I don't know. I mean, this could also be fake. Like, if you just like pump down, like this could totally just be like a Blender fucking thing.
Right.
That car right there kind of looks a little.
Or just a picture that like they overexposed and layered and shit. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't know. That's just interesting fucking
I know,
shit.
it
The
is
rest of
kinda
these
eerie,
are
though.
fucking crazy.
I didn't do
Yeah.
a lot of research on the Maui fires, but
I only got into the parts that were like like the AI written books about it.
yeah, that was weird
Those were
too.
really weird. Yeah.
The guy, it came out what, the day after the fires or something?
The first day of the fires, because I think the fires lasted a couple days, and it literally came out, I think, the first day. And I didn't know how long it was, but it was like, I don't know how it was published, but it was published by like a fake author that didn't have a profile picture. And I think the book was only like, I want to say like 45 pages long.
Yeah.
And all the comments on it were just like shitting on it to oblivion. And
Right.
then a week later,
They
they
bought it, though.
removed the book. Yeah, true, they did buy it. So weird strategy for capitalism, though. Like disaster
I know.
capitalism, just being like,
I know.
okay, what's the next fucking thing I can make AI like drum up a 45-page little book?
Yeah, it's like
I
the
can
most
sell on Amazon.
rudimentary version of war profiteering. It
Yeah,
is like,
very weird.
I don't know. It sounds like the Chinese, if I'm being honest. Just
Why it was specifically like a climate. It was due to climate change type of book. So it was like,
yeah.
I
No,
don't know.
I don't know. Like somebody could have seen that. It feels like somebody was waiting for a disaster, and they had just figured out like some AI stuff, and they're like, okay, as soon as something happens, we're drop shipping a book. We're writing an AI book as fast as we can. We're just drop shipping it. I don't care how bad it is.
Yeah, that's a weird thing in itself. Is like people were like, for 45 pages, like how long it would take to get like a physical copy. But I don't remember if it was selling physical copies. I think it might have all just been digital.
Yeah. Yeah.
How it was even published in the first place is like
Just a little
people are like,
cash
I don't
grab.
understand. Yeah.
Which the other book is. The other book is doing well. What is it? The book.
Oh yeah, the book.
The book.
Yeah,
what
Ultimate
it's
Guide
called.
to Rebuilding
Yeah, that one.
Civilization.
Yeah. You said they got
I,
funded on Kickstarter?
Yeah, dude, they got like something like 3.3 million between Kickstarter and some other Kickstarter derivative platform.
Yeah. I mean, that's just good timing. Between, like, even if it's just, like, not usable material, it's like, nice work, guys.
It's a good concept. Yeah, for sure. It's cool. It's also like just one of those cool kind of coffee table books that have like really interesting, like almost like Leonardo da Vinci type of sketches in the book.
Right.
But I like looked it up because I was like, the only reason I could ever consider paying like that much money for a book like that is if it was actually practical. Like, can this teach me how to?
Nuts.
Yeah, it's like 116 or something.
That's insane.
Yeah, you probably made a bag on that. Like, how the fuck?
Free.
Yeah, for real.
Like, get your bag, Kozo. But that's $100 is insane.
Yeah, dude.
Book.
Well, it definitely is. I looked it up, and it's like the information that it has is like maybe it'll click with somebody, but it's like such simplified like breakdowns of like how to make a clock, and that's just like 2 pages of it, and then it goes to something else. And like I saw somebody flipping through it, and it's like there's literally no way this would help you rebuild civilization, like just based off the small tidbits that they have. Like, I don't know. And to pay $116 for that, I don't know.
Dude. We better start learning about how to do that shit though, cause it's coming.
We gotta build a log cabin, brother.
Everyone's so keyed in on the Civil War, end of the world thing, especially the tinfoil hats.
Yeah, and everybody's a tinfoil hat nowadays.
Right.
Like, it's hard to talk to people that just like the people that aren't are just people who have tuned it all out. They're just like, I don't want to listen to it.
I wonder if we just like reach the end of the age of information, and like this is the beginning.
And this is just the era of.
It's either the singularity or just the end.
Yeah, the anxiety era, where everybody just knows too much, and it's like
era.
Even the. Yeah, that's better. That's much better.
The era.
Yeah. The
Nancy Pelosi. Someone tell that granny to blow me.
Era.
That's my era every day. I just be on the
people's
bus,
tits.
And you got a fucking retard sitting next to you.
I like how almost every episode we get like updates of Rickman's life with his parents, and it's just so just unchained.
You got a fucking retard sitting next to you.
Did you get that thing oiled down?
The Ruben Unchained, bro.
I'm becoming a liberated black man as I get older. Do you know what video that's from?
Which one?
And you got a fucking retard sitting next to you.
No, I don't think so.
It's so good. I'll send it to you.
I feel like I've heard that before. I just don't know.
Yeah, maybe that'll be our closing clip. It's this guy. That actually pretty much describes the whole video. We're at 2 hours.
Yeah, I initially was gonna be like, we should try to probably keep this at max an hour and a half,
I know.
but
I can't wait to hit this.
that did not go well. If you want to fire it over to me, I'll give it a shot.
Yeah.
Unless you have
Nah, we could break it down.
Yeah, if you wanna throw in whatever extra little tidbits that you like improving it, I can always scale it down to size.
Absolutely, brother. All right, man.
And you
All
got
right,
a fucking retard sitting next to you. Huh?
Heterosexually.
Stay gay, my brother.
Oh, dude. Stay abused by your parents, brother.
911 has been tuned to a non-public.
What's wrong with you?
Why would you call me a smite?
Because you talk about smutting. You talk about selling fucking pussy And you got a fucking retard sitting next to you drinking out a fucking bottle. Wake that bitch up.